Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's doing fine this Thursday. It is Thursday. Excuse me. Man, what a busy morning I had. So, crazy. Couldn't sleep. So I was awake at about 3:30 or something. So that was fine. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll get up and stay up at 3:30. And then I thought, no. So I sort of laid there and um just laid there. And then I finally fell asleep, and then I woke up at, what, 7:30, which is late, because then my mind goes into panic mode because it's so late, and plus I had so many things to do. So by the time I finished all of the things that I had to do, I look better on oh my goodness, what's going on with my eyebrows? Oh my goodness. So that's oh, my eyebrows, they're looking funny. Anyways, you guys have to see me watch me fix my eyebrows. Yeah. Um, what else happened? Oh yes, had to do my Kriyas. So I did my Kriyas this morning, and then as I'm doing those, that's when some information came through, which was awesome. And the next thing I knew, um, I had a reading at 10 and had to do a bunch, cleaning and anyways, got it all done. Mateus had to go for a haircut at 11. So got him to go get his haircut. Uh, I didn't know that the guy wanted cash, so I had to go find a cash machine, and I thought the TD Bank was close by, so I thought I'd walk, but no, it wasn't. It was 12 minutes away. So so it's already walking, so I walked to go get the cash, came back, whatever. It was a crazy morning. Just saying, it was just a crazy morning, and here I am now. And you know, just looking at the astrology, yes, it is. It's just, craziness. But you just got to follow with the flow. That's what you got to do. You just got to go with the flow of it all. And the things that I picked, when I was looking at a lot of the energy today, it's about aligning with what's right for you, aligning with what you need to align with, right? That's the most important thing. And looking at what's important to self and putting myself in what I truly love to do. And that's a lot of the information that was coming through this morning. And, anytime you go off and you try to align yourself with something else, something goes haywire. I mean, it might be great for the moment. It might be great for whatever it was that you were doing, but it just didn't feel right. And I think that's where I'm at. It's like aligning to me, the guru mama, which is um, something that I started over 15 years ago. The Guru Mama. The Guru Mama has been around for a long time. And it was through my son, Owen, suggestion on making that my business name. And then I started branding it. And that was way when we lived on Temple. So that's quite a number of years ago. And looking at what aligns with who I am. So, and I think that's where a lot of the energy is for a lot of us. And even though the energy is slow, it's still moving. There's still a movement with the energy. So if you've ever been stuck in traffic, as long as you're moving forward, that's what I always said. If I'm on Deerfoot and I'm stuck in traffic, as long as we're moving, we're okay. We're going 1 inch at a time. It's still okay. So what aligns with me? And there's a lot of things that align with me. One is teaching. That's a huge one. And the other one is doing readings. And even though a new way is coming in on how I do my readings, I mean, I don't know if it's a new way, but I think it's still the same. But just new information or just new vibrations or how it feels to do the readings is really cool. Definitely the astrology part of the readings is a really big part. And on that point, there's only 3 days left before the 15-minute readings are done. And then you can see if you're on my thing, my puppy's out there. There she is. The puppy's way out there. Can't can't. I don't think you can see it on Instagram, but it's looking at what I need to align with. What do I need to align with? So number one is um, teaching, and teaching came in today on doing a 40-day class. What would that 40-day class consist of? Well, it would consist of starting on July 22nd when Venus goes retrograde. And I think that would be a fabulous time because she goes retrograde for 40 days and 40 nights till August 30th. I know it's summer. I know people are going to tell me it's not the best time to do a class. It's not the best time to do things and whatever. But that's me. I want to get together at least 10 people. It will be online. I would love to teach an in class somewhere in Calgary, would be absolutely fabulous. But right now, I'm not there yet. Just saying, because I don't have the facilities to teach a class, in Calgary as yet. So the cost and whatever else. But anyways, so we're going to start off with online. The class will be for 40 days, and it's starting on the Venus retrograde. Why the Venus retrograde? The reason why it's going to be on the Venus retrograde, it's working on grounding. It's working with our Dharma. It's working with magnetism, enjoyment, happiness, relationships, a path of purpose. It's going to be bringing in all of these different things and also some yoga. So we're going to be bringing in different yogas to help us to release doing these movements and reconnecting with our chakras. And as we are reconnecting with the chakras, we're reconnecting with the alignments. And yoga has a lot of alignments with astrology and how the astrology works within yoga. And I love that part about it. And that's probably why I'm so drawn to doing yoga. This isn't a high maintenance. It's not going to be high maintenance where, because I'm not, it's going to be very simplistic in many ways. It's going to be great for beginners if you're a beginner person. It's going to be, if you're advanced, I think it's going to help with some things, maybe allowing for you to go a little bit deeper into what you already know. And this is going to be going into not only path and purpose, but the reality of what it is to be working with your Dharma and what Dharma is and what karma is and what that means and what that means to you in your life. Now, I'm working right now on doing a poster, an advertising poster. And the price that came to me for this 40 days is $247. In the 247, you will get all the recordings of it. And of course, availability to me. Each course is each day. It's going to be every day from 6 to 7:30 Alberta time in the evening. So that means that it is going to entail about an hour and a half, 2 hours of your evening for 40 days. If you can't make it, you get the recording. Preferably if you can make it, if you can make that commitment. Being online means that you can take it if you're still on vacation. If you're going somewhere, you can still be able to do this, right? And then there's also going to be where if you do miss a day, there's going to be kriyas that you could make up during those times that you missed, right? So if you missed a couple days, there's still each day we're going to be doing some kriyas. So, and a kriya is an act of meditation. So each day you're going to be doing them, that even if you miss it, you will still be able to do those kriyas, even if you're not in the class, right? So if you're not in the class, you can still do those things, right? So it's $247 for the 40 days. And in that is where we are going, when we are meeting each day, allowing yourself to be open to information coming through. We're going to be bringing in some of the astrology and what the astrology means in the different houses. So I'm going to be bringing in a little bit of astrology with that. Not a whole astrology class, but information for you to be able to work with the astrology, right? And have an understanding what little things mean and why we emphasize things on Jupiter and why we emphasize things on Saturn, and why they're so important to us, and what those alignments mean, and what they may mean in your chart, right? And having a look at where they are in your chart, which is important, so that you can start working with that energy and start saying, oh, okay, and I get a better understanding what where I need to really look at my service, or where I have to look at my, what aligns with me to make me happier in my life, right? So it's something I'm stepping in back into. It's been a while since I've taught anything, and getting back into the flow of the Guru Mama and what my purpose and my enjoyment and happiness is. And that's connecting with people, and that's connecting with all of you. And I really am putting this out, and I'm opening up because I'm following my guides to do this. I have that there's space for 10 people. So it is open for 10 people to enroll. I'm not taking any more than 10 people in the class. It's so that we still can build a community and build on what we are wanting to do with this. So I haven't found a name for it yet. Maybe I'm going to call it the 40 days of magnetism, or the 40 days of stepping into the love of Venus, or the love of self, or just, I don't know. I'm the information came and they said I got to get on it. So I'm getting on it. And I really want to be able to connect with people again, and also build my business. I mean, that's the other part too, in building my business and building to being stable. And that's part that, with this whole Dharma thing that I've been studying, is like, yeah, you want to make sure that you're building something for yourself, that you're building a strong foundation so that you can create the things that you love in life, like going on a trip or taking a drive out to Banff, or whatever that is for your own self. You want to be able to do that. The thing is that when you can't do those things, it causes stress, it causes anxiety, it causes so many other things, because you are feeling frozen or stuck. And this is not only helping myself to get unstuck, I believe it's going to help many other people to get unstuck. And so this means, stepping back into doing the Guru Mama shit. uh, that's what I think I might make a t-shirt on that. Doing the Guru Mama shit. That's what I'm going to call it. Doing the Guru Mama shit. That doesn't mean I'm going to start making things. I know some of you, I know, I know Charlene's on, that I'm not going to start making bath bombs or anything like that right now. That's not, it's just basically stepping into, and my first step is to teach a class on yoga and Dharma, and teaching it the way teaching it the way I know best. That's the thing, is teaching it the way I know how to do it, right? Felt really tense yesterday, not myself. No explanation. The energies. Yes. I went on for over an hour about the energies and everything yesterday. And stuff. And today it's still tense. It's not moving fast. We're in that clash right now. We're in this energy of where, critical mass. That's where we're at. We're at an energy of critical mass. So how are we going to work with that critical mass? How are you going to work through the critical mass? For me, in my teachings, it's doing the yoga, it's doing prayer, it's doing meditation. And that's what the 40-day class is going to be about. It's going to be about setting into a practice, coming into your Dharma, coming into your form of doing the meditations. We will tune in each and every day that we do this. Yes, there will be stretches in yoga that we're going to be doing. Some might be challenging to you, which is fine, because I find that if we don't challenge ourselves, or we don't push ourselves in some way, then we get stagnant and we get stuck. And so pushing ourselves is a very important part of life. And especially if we're feeling that things aren't going the way that we would like them to go, or things are feeling shitty right now for you, or you're just overwhelmed. I believe in my teachings that you need to have some tools in your toolkit and utilize those tools in your toolkit, and not just take something and not utilize it, right? So that's why we're doing the 40-day starting on July 22nd. And I'm going to be talking about it every single day now. And if you are wanting to enroll, if you're wanting to do this 40 days with me, and it will be on Google Meet, um, because I believe I can have I can do up to 10 people on Google Meet, and it's not going to charge me a whole lot of money. It's going to charge me the same. I don't do Zoom at all anymore. Zoom was way too expensive, and it just sucked you dry. And I find with the Google Meet, what I can do when I upload it to WeTransfer, if I get on back onto Vimeo, I can actually upload them onto Vimeo, and I don't know what that is. It's bothering me. I can upload them onto Vimeo, and I can start. Oh, that's nothing. I can see it, but maybe it's something on my thing. Anyways, I can upload it onto Vimeo, and then it's there. It doesn't expire. So that's what I find cool. On Zoom, things expired, and I have no way of getting it back once Zoom decided to delete shit, right? So this gives me a little bit more openness and leeway, with and it's not crazy expensive, which is nice. That's why I love Google Meet. So that's the direction I am going for. That's the direction I'm going in. And if you're interested, you can email thegurumama@gmail.com. So it's TheGurumama. It's my name, thegurumama@gmail.com. And let me know that you are wanting to register. It is $247. There will be payment plans if you need to have payment plans, but it will have to be paid by the end of the 40 days. It's not going to be extended after the 40 days. So if you are able to put at least 50% down, then that sort of, reserves your spot. If you're telling me that you are going to, yes, I want to do this, but there is no exchange there, then it's going to be very hard for me to hold that spot, because I am putting out into the beautiful universe to have 10 beautiful men or men, to come and join for this beautiful 40 days of transformation. And with the nodes changing on the 17th, with Mercury slowing down, and we'll be going retrograde soon, and along with Venus going retrograde, we need to have something that's going to help us to ground and get through the next 40 days and into the fall. The fall will be coming into some other programs and stuff, and I will be teaching more in-depth programs as we get into the fall, and stepping into teaching other programs. Haven't set anything in stone yet, but except for this one. So there I'm at, people. So let me know. I'm going to be doing a little blurts with marketing, putting it out there, and wanting to create more of a sustainable place for myself and for my business, so that I can be here of service to all of you. And being of service to all of you means being here every single day, doing my scopes, telling you about the universe, talking to you about the planets, and connecting. That's part of my service. And I miss it. I miss it. I missed it so much. So let's pull some cards for today. So if you're wanting the 15-minute reading, know that there's only 3 days left, and I'll get you in right away. We even have some time today if you are wanting to get a reading today. So there is time today. Now that I'm home. Ooh, this one didn't want to go. The Hierophant. 5. Change. Hierophant. The Hierophant is that of spirituality. In traditional tarot, it was known as the Pope, and it's known as the direction of your spirituality. So when we look at this, we look at what is your direction of your spirituality. Where are you directing yourself within yourself spiritually? And are you taking that direction? Are you being the person of your spiritual walk, or are you just being a part of the Muggle world and not doing anything, right? So, and doing that. Can we buy now and use later? Yes, you can buy now and use later. And along with that comes the passion. So here comes passion. Passion comes in fast and furious because he's the knight. He's the guy, he's the lover, he's the Leo. And he's saying, come on, get into your passion of what your spirituality is. Get into the passion of what it is that you love. Are you not embracing that of you? Because the knight, he's a guy who goes into the bar and everybody loves him. He's a guy, he's that handsome man who's like, girls are just like, whoa, man, he's, and he just has that love for people. He comes in, he's boisterous, he tells you his feelings. So here we have this passion coming in that wants you to get in touch with your true feelings of your spirituality and of your depths. Hence the class. Had to throw that in, and oh God, we got the Temperance. So 2 major arcana comes in along with the knight. So the Temperance is the balance of bringing in that spirituality, bringing in that balance, allowing for you to mix it and be fluid with that. And it is water. So there is that intuition that comes in with that. And she has 1 foot on land and 1 foot in the water, and there's a pathway to the sun. There's a pathway there for you. When you bring in that balance, when you bring in that love, and you bring in that of what it is that you want to create within your spirituality, and how that is defined for you, how you are looking at it and moving into that, that's when you find that flow. That's when you find the things that it is that you love to do. And through it all, passion again. You got to begin somewhere. You got to start somewhere. The wand comes in, and here it's like it's this hand of God comes in and says, here, I'm handing you this. I'm handing you a start. Are you starting to create this for you right now? If you're just living and strictly going into a Muggle world and just I don't have time for meditation, I don't have time for this, and it's like, well, this is switching it up. If you've been doing the same thing over and over, it's switching it up. And when you switch it up and when you start doing things in a new way, a new meditation, a new Kriya, a new yoga pose, you are moving your energy into a newness. You're moving something, and it's uncomfortable. And it's, and sometimes in that uncomfortableness, especially when it comes to your spirituality and bringing in that temperance and that balance, yeah, it allows for things to release from you. It allows for things to fall away so that you can bring in that light, bring in more of that substance of you. The passion, the fire starts. That's where everything begins. Things begin with the fire. And, and it comes into the air and you're thinking about it. And then you got to make it into the earth to make it mundane and follow the intuition with the water. There you go, guys. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Right? So let me know if you're interested in either a 15-minute reading, or if you are wanting to register for the 40-day Dharma class. All right? So we'll talk to you all soon. God bless, and the goddess bless you. And see you guys all later. Bye-bye.